Hi YouTube, this is Coinpicker here. I want to give a shout out to Silver Picker. I promised I'd make him a Sycee video. Anyways, these are my Sycee, which is basically antique Chinese bullion ingots. Now the first one's a one-tail piece with the show or longevity character, and they were made to give away as gifts, typically for birthdays, for longevity. Second piece is a five-tail piece, tail meaning Chinese ounce, which is approximately 37 grams per tail, well, one tail. And this is five tails. If you notice, it's from the Yunnan province and has the silversmith mark on struck three times, and in the center there's an assayer's mark struck twice on either side of the center. And if you can notice the waviness on the sides, where the silver was cooling, and after it was made, they struck the ingot. That's why you see the line sort of compress on the ends there. And if you notice, when they poured the ingot, the gases that were trapped underneath trying to escape. That's why you see the sort of porousness on the bottom. And there's some toning, which is very nice. Same thing with this piece. There's some porousness on the bottom and some waviness where the silver cooled down. Now, typically they made the gift Sycee about 1 ounce and 2 ounces, and sometimes smaller, under an ounce. They typically would not make it any larger than that because these were made as gifts, while these were made for big transactions. Let's say a merchant buying some of their stock, replenish their stock. And this is a 10-ounce Sycee, 10 tail. And on one side it says, pure fine silver. The other side it says the silversmith's name or company name. And this is called a drum Sycee. This is called a saddle pack or chair Sycee. And this is just the boat Sycee. Now each province had their own specific shapes, styles, just to, I guess, ward off counterfeiting, or a way for them to tell, what are the qualities of a real Sycee. If you see, the bottom is porous. And the molds were made of iron back then. And of course, every dynasty, well, these are from the Qing Dynasty, which is the last dynasty from 1644 to 1911. And each dynasty had their own shapes as well, other than regional shapes. And these traditionally, they would sell for 3 times bullion value. But nowadays, the more inscriptions, the more markings, the more valuable. So this one would probably be about $800. Even though this one is half the weight, it's about the same. On eBay, 800, sometimes 1,000. And this one probably would sell about $200. Now, if these were in an auction in China, they would probably get another 50% more because there's quite a bit of premium over there because the newly rich folks are trying to convert their assets into hard currency, gold, silver, and antiques. Because anything, Chinese financial policies, business policies can change anytime. So people want to stash away their hard-earned money. And I bought these probably about within the last 10 years, all online, eBay. and I probably paid about spot or maybe under spot value, silver bullion value, because back then the Chinese economy wasn't so strong and it wasn't as hot back then. And silver, was much cheaper back then. We're talking about $5, $6, $7 per ounce. But yeah, I mean, I think I bought two of these ages ago, and I think I paid about $50 each at the lowest, which was even a good price back then. But I never would have imagined that this same piece in China would be auctioned off for about $1,500 US, or even $800 on eBay. But yes, these are my Sycee, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Coinpicker out.